Good morning. It is 6:34 a.m. on Monday, May 1st, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, still dealing with this whole general unpleasantness. But what are you going to do? The last time I got sick with something, I was kind of like this too, and it eventually went away. So, uh, I had I feel like I have a lot of stuff to cover, partly just because some stuff happened Saturday, but then I wouldn't talk about that on Sunday because it was Avatar: The Last Airbender rewatch. But I guess it's not that stuff that big. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like, oh no, it's this big deal news or anything. It's more just like, oh, stuff that I would have talked about, except that I talked about something else. I went to the optometrist to potentially get a new glasses prescription. And I had come to the conclusion that I definitely needed one because I was just realizing I was kind of straining to read things a lot more. And so the optometrist checks my eyes, and as she begins to tell me the results, she starts with, well, when we get older. So, yeah, apparently the problem is not so much that my prescription has changed as much as there is a buildup making my lenses more rigid, which makes it more difficult for them to transition between distance focus and near up focus, which is what is causing the eye strain. It's just more difficult to switch between focuses and so on. And so essentially, the solution is not a different prescription. The solution would be either live with that or or go to some sort of an alternate solution, which would mean like progressives or bifocals or something like that. Uh, I felt like on the spot I was still not quite ready to do that. Um, I've had some people in my life go through trying to adjust to progressives, and that sounded miserable. Um, could potentially do bifocals, except I don't really feel like I'm at the level of like that. I don't know. That feels like more than I need, even though I guess the optometrist would be the one to know. But what she also did say is that once you start going to one of those types of prescriptions, the muscles that change the focus in your eye will just kind of continue to move in that direction. So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna stick with it for a while. But I did get contact lenses again, which I'm gonna slowly kind of try to get back used to. And one thing that I could potentially do is wear the contact lenses and then have reading glasses if I feel like I need them. So we'll see. But boy, that's not the answer I was hoping to hear when I went in to get my eyes checked. But I guess that's part of just what happens to everybody as you go. Whatever. I also got a haircut, just a little shorter off the shoulder now. Um, that was overdue. And then Saturday night, I went and hung out with some of my friends from improv that I haven't seen in a little while because I've been out of class session for a couple of sessions, and so that was good. Hanging out there, um, it was a good time. I was really glad I went, but it's a perfect example of one of those events that sometimes, I don't know, it still feels weird to call it social anxiety because I don't want to imply something more strong than it actually is. Although, I don't know, I mean, it's like, well, I don't know. The point is that sometimes I don't go to those sorts of things because I get into this mode of, oh, that my brain telling me that sounds like a lot of trouble. Even though I also know from past experience that if I just make myself do it, I'll be glad I did, and that's certainly the case here. But yeah, anyway, that was a good time. I'm glad I went. And I'm also glad that I will be getting back into classes starting in June, having finally managed to sign up for the session that keeps selling out on me. So glad to have that going. Hmm. I'm a little bit. So I did take nighttime cold medicine last night, which is something I don't usually do, and I feel like still feel its influence in my brain just a little bit. So, in any case, I guess I will go ahead and leave it there for now. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.